Whoever just joined, welcome. We are here connected with UNIMORE. Today we're going to talk about studying humanities studies in Italy. So we're here connected with an Italian university. And I first leave the floor to Aaron, and he's part of the International Relations Office, and he's going to share with us a video. And then we do have two professors for the humanities faculties, business law and languages for communication in international enterprises and organization. And then we're going to go through the benefits for international students. And then we're going to answer live all the questions that you might have. So starting with our first speaker, Aaron, I leave you the floor, and I look forward to receiving any questions from the speakers.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. We are glad that you are joining this webinar about UNIMORE Master's Degree Programs Taught in English. My name is Aaron Zoccarato, and I'm an employee of the International Relations Office of the University of Modena and Reggio Emilia. Just a couple of words about our university. The University of Modena and Reggio Emilia, or better UNIMORE, was founded in 1175 and is one of the eldest universities in Europe. It is settled in the north of Italy, in Emilia-Romagna, which is one of the wealthiest regions of Italy. It is one of the most multidisciplinary, active, and dynamic universities in the world, with more than 26,000 students, 13 departments, 1 faculty, 1 school of engineering, and 17 PhD programs. Now, a short video about our university and the master degree programs.
Hi, my name is Nicolas. I study advanced automotive engineering, and while studying in Munich and UNIMORE, I found myself in a very challenging but inspiring environment, full of opportunities to develop state-of-the-art technologies in some of the most legendary companies in the automotive field. I've also been able to discover stunning landscapes and the delicious food of this region.
Hi, my name is Khuraman. I'm from Azerbaijan. We all know that best practice is based on best performance. If you want to dive into Italian culture and be surrounded by professionals, you have to definitely choose Modena and Reggio Emilia University, and you will never regret it. Good luck!
So thank you very much for the attention, and we are waiting all for you at UNIMORE.
Great, many thanks, many thanks. I love the video, it was great. So thank you so much for the introduction. Now I leave the floor to the Professor Mutarelli, as anticipated, is Professor of Business Law at UNIMORE, and he's going to give us an overview of the program and of course remain available for any questions that you might have.
Welcome. Thank you for this kind of introduction thing. And yeah, some slides, some presentation. I'm able to.
I think the connection just broke a little bit, but now we can see the slides.
Now, can you?
Perfect. Now it's good. Perfect. Thank you.
Welcome to management.
I think we lost you for a minute. I think the connection is breaking a little bit.
Now, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We can, but not.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Sorry.
No problem. That's the beauty of live events, and we always do technical tests. And
so my office is not available today due to work. So now can you hear me? I try again.
Now much better, much better. Thank you so much.
I try to share the presentations. Okay, let's try again. Okay. What's the main goal of our of this master degree? It started something like years ago with the idea of meeting a certain degree, a certain demand from businesses of people working in the in local economic environment, and that needed employing students or employees in managerial functions. Okay, the economic reason behind it was that in the local area, in the surrounding of Modena and the Emilia-Romagna in general, many companies, many businesses have started an internationalization process and are embedded in very long value chains. Okay, so exporting basically the products and importing raw materials. So people being able to master this kind of roles, and in order to perform this internationalization function of them within a very long international value chain. And therefore, what we aim at is to prepare students to cover this kind of functions. And to do so, we not only prepare them to teach, to study in English, we prepare them to learn to better English, or alternatively another language, which is Chinese. We offer Chinese courses, which are, as you can well understand, well, English is the international language, but Chinese probably is a is something that well, if mastered, could offer much more opportunities. What we know from the past is that the satisfaction rate of students has always been very high. This is proven. Okay, this we know for sure. And the very high satisfaction rate is due to the highest percentage of graduates within that of people graduating within a very short time, at least, and most of them had also have the opportunity to take courses abroad. So once again, the main focus of this master is preparing people for certain managerial and operational jobs in the international markets. Okay, such as, this is just an example, sales manager, regional sales manager, national sales director, chief business development, buyers in general, or product officer, market analyst, or customer relationship manager specialist. So something like this. These are the roles which we aim at to prepare you at. In, well, having a focus in companies and manufacturing, consultancy, and so on and so forth. This is the structure of the program of the master degree. This is so we offer 2 years degree. These are the courses in the first year, which is kind of rigid in a way. So there is not many options in the first year. So organizational forms and design, strategy and innovation. This is the number of credits. Then either Chinese or English advanced, statistics, applied econometrics. So this is not only a master degree in business. This master degree offers a very broad variety of courses, from business to marketing to economics and math and statistics. Then industrial economics, industrialization strategy, internationalization strategies. This is the first year. The second year, trade marketing, international contract and business law, which is my topic. So therefore, we include in the offer also a module in law, which is probably surprising for international students, but it is, from our experience, extremely important. Business intelligence, B2B relationship, and then an examination chosen by students among examinations. Meet the manager in its markets, business planning, cross-cultural management. This is more sociological course, and B2B marketing. Something also very advanced. And then another peculiarity of master degree, this offers also a theoretical background, not only a practical background, not only a theoretical. Our ambition is to offer kind of a set of skills, soft skills, hard skills, knowledge, and also theoretical background and theoretical skills, including to prepare a final examination, a master thesis, which is very important. Half of the second year should be devoted to it. And this final examination might be something extremely challenging, might be very theoretical, a classical theoretical master thesis, or might be the development of a practical activity, a stage or a training in a company. We will talk about it in a minute. In our offer, in our cultural offer, are also included some company cultural visits. So, for instance, this year, what we have done is a visit, like last year, to the town hall of Modena. Very interesting, not only for artistic purposes, but also because we have visited the vinegar factory, which is vinegar. Modena vinegar is something peculiar of here, very, very expensive also, if I may. And so it's a business. And then we have visited Tetra Pak. The Tetra Pak in Modena is one of the two main branches of Tetra Pak in the world. And then we'll see. So there will be other company visits this year. Normally we go either to to IKEA, or and there are other options. So this is part of our cultural offers, because in this way we believe that our students can have a more comprehensive idea of the business, of the businesses in the modern environment. These are two websites to have where you might have more information about, more pieces of information about the something that our students have done in the past. We also offer a broad, significant opportunities to study abroad, namely Erasmus exchanges in 21 European countries. Okay, in Spain, Portugal, Germany, Sweden, Lithuania, Poland, and much more. And then extra EU programs. Okay, in China, in Chile, in Brazil. And even more important, a double degree with Bochum in Germany. Okay, so international management students can spend 1 year in Bochum, and at the end, examinations are mutually recognized, and they get 2 degrees, one in Germany, one in Italy. Plus, internship and thesis abroad. So, international master students in IM can, while drafting the dissertation, make it during an internship experience in Italy or abroad. Okay, it's not mandatory. This is something that we strongly encourage, but and it is something that might combine theoretical knowledges with practical experiences while drafting the dissertation. And these are some of the companies partner in the international training project, both in Italy and abroad. Okay, or there are companies, Italian companies. There are some of our students, for instance, are nowadays abroad while making their internship for at an Italian company, having branches in America, for instance. Okay, so this is something extremely valuable in my opinion. Well, and then this is a PowerPoint presentation where we show that some of our students are particularly good at winning prizes and awards. So this is a challenging master degree which should produce, so to say, very specialized and high-skilled students and people. Okay, then some practical pieces of information. Okay, enrollment requirement. This is something that you might most likely would like to know. For Italian and European students, they should have a bachelor degree in economics or management. For Italian students, they should have taken examination, an average marks of 25 out of 30. So, and something comparable in European degrees. So, and English language certificates at least B2, and computer skills certificate, something extremely important for some examination, like statistics or practical examination. If you do not have one of these degrees, you should show that you have some knowledge. You got some examination during your bachelor degree in economics, business, and law. Okay, this is something. Yeah. So this is this is the idea. So you might be accepted from, this is for European students, you might be accepted even though you do not have a degree in business or economics, provided that you have that many credits in economics, business, or law. And if your average mark is not enough, you might be accepted nevertheless, provided that we make an interview. So these are the contacts for us, okay? And what for international students, for non-European students? If you look at our website, and this is it, you can download the application form. In practice, there will be different prerequisites. In practice, we will evaluate whether you have a degree in economics or business. This is the prerequisite for Italian, European, and extra-EU students. First, it is very important for us in our ranking whether what is your final mark at the bachelor degree. So we look at it. And on top of this, you should show, of course, computer skills like EU students and English, at least B2 level. And you should prove it. So you should allege to your application this type of skills, okay? And what we assess is, our assessment is based on this. Knowledge of English and computer knowledge is a 0-1 as a dummy, so to say, variable. And on top of that, what we evaluate is your background, which is summarized by your marks, final marks in the bachelor degree. Okay, that's it. Thank you for your attention, and I'm very much looking forward to your questions, should you have any.
Many thanks, Professor, for the presentation. We already started to receive some questions, which is great. And we're going through them at the end of our presentation. So Professor Cavalieri, I leave the floor. So we're now switching program. We're going to talk about languages for communication in international enterprise and organization. So as we did for the other program, the professor is going to show us an overview of a presentation. But of course, if you do have any specific question, don't hesitate to ask into the chat or the Q&A. Professor, I leave you the floor.
Thank you very much. I hope you can hear me well. I'm going to give you an overview of our master degree in languages for communication in international enterprises and organizations. And as you can see from the title, this is an MA that combines the idea of learning languages applied to economics and also to law. So all lessons are held in English, as you can see, with the exception of course, other languages involved in the degree, such as French, German, and Spanish, that are held in the language of study. There is also another course that is held in Italian, because it deals with Italian language in institutional context. So this is why we decided to keep Italian as the main language for the course. You can also decide to choose one-year language course in Chinese and Russian at advanced level as your third language. But now I'm going to show you the program into detail. Oops, sorry, it doesn't work. Okay. So here you have the course structure. And as you can see from the details here, we have a mix of economics and law. So in the first year, you have Introduction to International Economics, and then one course to be chosen among Introduction to European and International Law, Comparative Business Law, and Digital Communication and Human Rights. So all these courses are in the field of law. Then you can also choose two courses among strategie linguistiche e strumenti digitali per la comunicazione istituzionale, and this is the Italian institutional language course that I was describing before, that is held in Italian and delivered in Italian. Then we have professional communication and digital discourse, and this is my course where I teach how to communicate using English, dealing with some kind of professional communication in general, but more specifically related to the digital environment that is pervasive nowadays in professional communication. And then you have another course to be chosen that is Digital Humanities. So always in the first year, you also have intercultural communication and language variation that is declined into different languages, of course. English, that is our main language. Then you also have French, Spanish, and German language, depending on the language that you choose at the very beginning of your email. Then some credits for elective courses, and you have Chinese or Russian, as I was saying before, but you also have courses such as writing academic English that we consider really useful, especially because you have to write your final dissertation in English. So this could be a course that may help students also in writing their final thesis. And then you can also decide to choose elective courses offered by our department, but also by other departments. As for the second year, there is a shift on economic topics. So, for example, you have economic development and sustainability, and then you also have courses for specialized communication and translation, always dealing with the languages that I described before. So, English, that is for all students, and then you can choose among French, Spanish, and German, depending on the language you would like to study. Again, something related to law, and you have international commercial law, and then also marketing with international strategies or marketing and digital communication. As for the other activities, you can choose a different kind of activities. First of all, the internship, that is not mandatory, but it's highly suggested and advised, because it can give you the idea of how the real working world works. And then you can also decide to choose other language competencies to practice your skills with the language. In the very end, of course, you have the dissertation, and where you can write a research dissertation on specific topics that you decide with some professors of our department, or you can write a dissertation dealing with some topics of the courses that you attended during your MA. We can also have internationalization programs, of course, the Erasmus program, but we have also partnership with known EU institutions. as you can see from this slide. So students can spend a period of from 3 to 12 months abroad. And you can also do your internship abroad. So this is an opportunity that we highly advise our students, Italian students, as well as foreign students, because it's an important experience. Career options. So what will you be doing after our MA? So first of all, you can work in public relations management in companies and organizations at national and international levels. But you can also work in public administrations, publishing houses, advertising and tourism agencies, and translation agencies. Because we, in our MA, we have a complete kind of education dealing with culture, language, and also the language of institutions, and we also value your individual attitudes. So as for the application for non-EU applicants residing in non-EU countries, as you can see, we have 20 places available, and you have the call for application here with the link. The entrance requirements. First of all, the bachelor's degree in modern language studies, economics and marketing, communication studies, international relations and political studies, business administration and tourism management. So you can see whether your BA is inside these requirements. Then you have to demonstrate the adequate knowledge in the 2 foreign languages you intend to study as first and second language choice. So you have English, French, Spanish, and German, and at least a B2 level in English as certified by an international language certificate, or alternatively, a statement from your university, unless it is indicated in the list of university exams. As you can see, the application submission is now available. And we have a deadline that is April 15, 2025. The assessment of results will be out on May 6, always 2025. So the application is open now. So if you have any question, please contact me. I'm Professor Cavalieri, and here you have my email. So thank you for listening, and please feel free to ask any question.
Perfect. Many thanks, Professor, for the presentation. It was great. Actually, we did receive some questions which we're going to take just right after the presentation of Mrs. Ida Michela. She's going to present us the benefits and services for international students. I guess this part is also going to answer some of the questions that we received. But again, if you have more questions about the student services, type them into the chat, the Q&A, and we will be answering them. Ida, I leave you the floor and looking forward to hearing your presentation.
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are connecting from. This is Ida from Student Services Office. And in this session, I'm going to talk about benefits for international students. As Student Services Office, we provide you benefits and services in collaboration with ERGO, which is the regional authority for the right to higher education here in Emilia-Romagna, and also private institutions and companies, since we are in a very rich and vibrant region, which is Emilia-Romagna. ERGO work very closely with universities, so work very closely with us to ensure that students' needs are met. So please be aware of the fact that if you want to apply for benefits, you should know from the very beginning that Ergo is managing benefits for our university. In this session, I'm going to focus on fee exemption and fee reduction and flat tax. We are going to focus on these benefits in detail. As I said before, you have two institutions to refer to, so UNIMORE and Ergo, because they together issue the calls and set out terms, conditions, and rules to access benefits. So you should know from the very beginning that if you want to successfully apply for benefits, you must know that there are rules, so calls, rules, and terms, and deadlines, of course. Through Ergo's website, you can apply for many benefits, such as scholarship, accommodation, catering and dining service, which are benefits directly run by Ergo. And at Ergo's website, you can also apply for no tax area or fee reduction, flat tax, or paid internship, for example. Through Ergo's website, you can apply for many benefits. Some of them are run by Ergo and others are run by UNIMORE. So as you can see, every institution is responsible for its own benefits. I'm sure that every one of you knows what the benefits are, but just to sum up, the scholarship is an amount of money offered by Ergo to support your studies. Accommodation means that you can stay at Ergo's residencies at a reduced price, of course. And catering dining service, as you can imagine, is the possibility to access the canteen at reduced price. What should you do if you are interested in fee exemption and reduction? You have two options when you apply online at Ergo's website. First option for an international student is to apply for no tax area fee reduction. In this case, you have to collect your foreign income and assets documentation and apply at Ergo's website. Sorry. Foreign income and assets documentation is compulsory, so is needed in order to make clear what's your family economic condition. In this case, so if you apply for no tax area fee reduction, your fees will be calculated according to your economic condition. The same benefits, the same documents you need for no tax area fee reduction will be also useful for Ergo's benefits such as scholarship, accommodation, and so on. On the other hand, you can apply for flat tax without collecting your foreign income and assets documentation. So you just have to apply online at Ergo's website, and your fees will be calculated according to your home country gross domestic product. So to sum up, for no tax area fee reduction, your documentation about your economic condition is required, and the amount of fees may change after Ergo's check if, for example, something is wrong with your documentation. On the other side, if you decide to apply for flat tax, no documentation is required. Let's go into details. If you choose no tax area fee reduction, as we said before, your documentation about foreign income and assets is required. Please note that Ergo has a dedicated page, a dedicated section where documents are listed. So before applying online at Ergo's website, please go through that page to learn more about the documentation required. You can apply for no tax area if you are low-income students. We define low-income students saying that your household income should be 27,000 euros or less. In this case, if you apply for no tax area, the fees you have to pay per academic year is approximately 160 euros. Please remember that as freshmen, you have this exemption according to your household income. On second year onwards, also academic requirements must be met. So it means that you have to set examinations and collect credits. Let's go into details looking at flat tax. If you come from specific extra-European countries, you can apply for a fixed amount of fee, which is called flat tax. Also, in this case, you have to apply online at Ergo's website. Low-income students, once again, are eligible for flat tax, which allows you to pay approximately 510 euros if you come from specific countries which are which have an economic condition estimated about 27,000 euros or less. Also, in this case, as a freshman, you have this exemption according to your country of origin. On second year on, also academic requirements must be met. But let's make clear the most important thing. If you want to apply for a flat tax, no documentation about foreign income and assets is required. And this is very important because you know that there are fees and students spend much money on translating and legalizing documents. In this case, in UNIMORE, students applying for flat tax don't have to waste money on translating and preparing documentation. Now, some basic rules in order to apply successfully at Ergo's website. Please remember that there are deadlines, and deadlines are mandatory for all students. And please remember that you can apply even before your enrollment is or application is finalized. So you can apply even before your application is finalized and even before your enrollment is approved. This is very important to be known. Please go through Ergo's website to make sure you meet the requirements and you know the deadlines. Another very important information is that you must apply every academic year to have benefits. So you have to go through the Ergo application every year. Another very important and basic rule is that in order to be eligible for benefits, you must meet economic requirements. So about your economic condition, merit requirements from the second year onwards. It means that a certain number of credits, CFU, must be achieved, and enrollment requirements. So you must be enrolled to get benefits. Please get in touch with Ergo even before you apply. For example, if you already attended the course or you have a specific condition such as independent student, so you do not belong to your household income, so you do not depend on your family, but you are an independent student. Last but not least, if you want to apply for Ergo benefits or no tax area fee reduction, Once again, please remember that all documents about the composition and economic condition of your family must be translated into Italian and legalized by a specific deadline. And very important, do not decide on your own what is necessary and what is not. We know that sometimes word of mouth is powerful among students, but refer to official website, refer to staff, and just ask if you have any doubts. Okay, my presentation is over. Thank you very much for your attention. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer in the Q&A session. Thank you very much.
Many thanks. Many thanks for the presentation. Very clear. Ready now to answer the questions that we received from the students. So for the Professor Cavalieri, they're asking us if for the optional courses that you mentioned in your presentation, if there is any sort of guidance, if there is like a team that could suggest the students the course that could be more suitable for their inclination or ambition.
Yes. Okay. So we have some professors as tutors that may advise students on courses that could be chosen. We have a list of professors on our website, so that you can see the list and maybe ask for any information you need to the professors that are tutor for students. And we also have some students that are tutors for international incoming students that may be of any help even in the choice of courses.
Perfect, many thanks. For the Professor Mucciarelli, they're asking us if there is a deadline that we can share to submit the application for the international management.
Yes, the deadline is 28th of March.
Okay.
Wrong. Yeah, 28th of March. Yes, but you can find every pieces of information on our website. I've shared in the chat. There are Q&As, and one of you asked me, a student from Bangladesh. I think all of you can see it, right?
It should, but I'm also going to put it in the chat just to make sure that everybody could access
okay.
it.
It's a different part. It's not a chat, it's a Q&A. So because I see two things, okay?
Yes. Don't worry. Now everybody should be able to access. Yes.
So you are right. Now, in the chat, you find the website, the page where you can find all pieces of information and the call for applying to our master's degree for international students. So, and you find all pieces of information there. So, or what you need, deadline, and what you should allege to support your application. Please do not just tell me. Please allow me to say something clearly.
Sure.
Do not drop me an email to in order to ask me or my colleagues for pre-assessment. We don't do it. You apply and we assess it. So just be clear, we don't do it. It's nonsense. So you apply, and the answer might be yes or no. But so okay, I think my colleagues agreed with that.
The colleague is nodded, and also I guess we're talking about master students, so we expect I guess also to be able to have some guidance to see what are the steps performed. And of course, we're here to answer any sort of question that you might have. But if there is a procedure, make sure to follow also, because what happens is if you don't follow it, it might be that your application might not be seen actually if you don't follow the right rule. So absolutely follow that to make sure that they can actually give you an answer. Professor Cavalieri, question about internship if for the programs actually is they are supposed to go on an internship, if it's mandatory, if it's not, and if there is an internship option, if it's only in Italy, and if they can study in Italy without knowing Italian, apart, I guess, from the modules that you already mentioned.
Okay, so starting with the internship, it's not mandatory, but it's highly advised. So, I mean, we suggest to our students to do the internship, but it's not compulsory. So we have different kind of internships, either in Italy or abroad. So you can ask for the different possibilities to our staff that is always ready to reply to questions. And as for the Italian language, so it's not a problem if you do not know Italian, and maybe you can just decide to do another course that is not the Italian one, but you can also decide to I don't know, to study a bit of Italian while you're here and then to take the course. We have some Italian courses at the Language Center that you may attend if you want to improve your Italian language. But it's not, again, it's not mandatory to know Italian.
And just add that might be a good plus just to be able to enjoy fully the experience of studying in a language. So this question is very specific, and I hope, I don't know if maybe the Professor Mucciarelli can help me answer. I'm interested in research on economic side of the waste. I guess is about the electrical waste. Is there an opportunity to continue working on this field if the international management program has anything to do, I guess, with sustainability could be the closer topic, but just...
I had read this question, but actually I don't know what
I guess this is the waste of the electrical. I checked, and it's something I guess to do on the waste from electrical and electronic equipment. So something to do, I would say, with close to sustainability is the closest topic
well, sustainability is something that we touch upon in some courses, of course, because it's very trendy at the moment. Well, so far at least. I suspect it will not be anymore for the near future, but it's just my educated guess. So I'm kidding a bit. So sustainability is something that some courses touch upon, so include. So we do not have a module on sustainability reporting, for instance. This is something that is not included in our offer. There is a module like this in Italian in a different master degree, but it's not part of the sustainability reporting. Sustainability is something that companies should take care of in their action. Therefore, all our module should consider these issues. I'm not sure that I don't know, it might be that some of my colleagues consider this specific electronic waste issue as an example in their courses. I don't know. So honestly, it's very specific. So
it is very specific, and this is also answering you. I know you already typed the answer. Somebody was asking about a course or a module on AI, and you already mentioned that, of course, it is part in general, but there is not a specific course on how AI is shaping the world. But of course, as you said, it's a trending topic as much as sustainability, so it's definitely involved. A question about age limit. If somebody already has a master degree or is in their 30, are they still eligible to apply? Is there any age limit that you can see in both courses, or is actually something that you wouldn't discourage somebody to put an application through? I think it was for the language course, but I guess probably applies for both.
So if I may start for my MA course, I don't think that age limit is something that we consider. I mean, if you're interested in studying something new, why should we limit your passion because of your age? So I think it's something that we don't consider at all.
Amazing. We still have time for one last question. I don't know if maybe in this case, Ida can help us answer. Of course, even if you professors could help, is regarding post-graduation support for international students. So is there like a team or a department they can actually reach out to after they graduate? They can help either working within the university or I guess probably find a job placement. Or I don't know if it might vary from different departments. It could be, so okay. One thing that maybe we can do for whoever was interested into post-study opportunity or like working within the university, maybe what we could do is like we can share with you some general information about the university, and then on the website we're gonna check for you if there is any sort of like information about this, because I'm sure there might be a dedicated team that can support you while you're studying. Who I can see, Aaron maybe can help us answering this. No, okay.
We kind of hope that so at departmental level there is no placement office, but we have an extensive contact with many companies that offer the opportunity to have traineeship there. And this is from my experience, a good way to find a job, basically.
I think this is definitely helping, and most likely finding a job or absolutely networking and having the opportunity to network with companies is definitely a great way to start. Somebody was asking about access to presentation. The webinar is recorded, so we're going to share with you the recording of the event, and you will be able to review the presentation. And also we're going to share with you some brochure and key information, an email address that you can refer in case you have a specific question. I don't know if Aaron wanted to add on something on what has already been said, some final remark.
So thank you very much, everybody, and we are all waiting for you at Unimore. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I also like to thank all of you, the panelists, all of you for being connected, for your questions. And we hope that this event was useful. And we're going to follow up with you via email with the recording. And if any sort of question, reach out to the team. As you can see, they're very much approachable. So make the most of this. Thank you so much and have a great rest of your day. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.